When I traded action for adventure, a lot of my friends thought that I was insane. And frankly, I questioned it myself. Going from slamming at the skate park to riding roads, from grinding in the streets to spinning pedals for miles. Yeah, it sounds wild. But as we're all learning and as time keeps moving, life kind of shifts. And quite often, so do your priorities. So let's dive in. I grew up BMX. That was everything to me. The excitement, the physical and mental challenge, the crew, the road trips, the filming sessions, getting kicked out of crazy spots, and somehow still loving it. It gave me a sense of identity, a sense of community, and it gave me a sense of freedom. It was raw and it shaped so much about who I am, but nobody talks about the cost. Yeah, you slam, and yes, it hurts a lot. There's a line you cross when it's not just bumps and bruises anymore. My last big one was in Colorado riding with my buddy Mike at Boulder Skate Park. I barely remember the moment, but I remember the aftermath. The following hours, the following days, a split spleen, bruised lungs, kidneys, stomachs, and a concussion, and a whole lot of that post-crash stillness. For the first time in a long time, I took some time to reflect. I asked myself what the hell I was doing, and after that, I didn't quit cold turkey. I mean, how could I? BMX was in my blood. It was my entire identity. But something shifted. I started seeing risks differently and being deep in the core BMX mindset. It's like you're in a box. If you try something else, it's kind of like you're selling out. But I've always had that itch, that curiosity, and the part of me that really likes to try things and see where they lead. Mountain biking cracked that door open. It showed me a new side of cycling, and it showed me places I still can't believe a bike can take a human. But my gravel bike did something completely different. It blew the door wide open. That first long ride changed everything for me. No driving to the trailhead or the skate park. While it makes it more fun, there was no need for a big crew. I just walked out my front door, I clipped into my bike, and 2 hours later, I'd seen more parts of the city and my local trails that I ever knew existed. And honestly, a little bit of a new side of myself. It was like that feeling of freedom all over again, just in a completely new way. Gravel or road riding, it gave me space, not just to ride, but also to reflect. I found myself creating new routines, building consistency, which is something that I never really had in BMX. And it never really offered that either. I started training, not just riding, but training, fueling better, recovering better, and setting goals on this bike. And it's not just about being the fastest, it's about showing up for me. It's about how I feel during the ride, not just what it looks like. It's my way to disconnect and honestly to reconnect with something that I value so much. And that's just simply riding a bike. It's killing me today. It feels so good. So what's better, BMX or gravel? I love them both dearly, and they're just different. If you would have asked me 3 years ago, it wouldn't have been a question. BMX for sure. But now, I'm definitely in the headspace of enjoying my gravel bike more. Different seasons of life, different tools, and not to be too cheesy, but both have saved me in their own way. If you ride, whatever you ride, I want to hear from you guys down below. What keeps you coming back? Is it the community? Is it the thrill of ripping down a mountain trail? Or is it just cruising your local road route? Drop a comment and let's open it up. Let's talk about the thing that keeps us all coming back and doing what we love. Ripping bikes, and probably ripping bikes with our friends. If you've ever felt life shift, you're definitely not alone. It's a weird thing and can feel a bit like an identity crisis. It can be confusing, but again, you're not alone. So hit subscribe if you're on your own ride, and there's way more to come. And if you're already out there pedaling, keep crushing. I hope to see you guys out on the road or on the trails, and I'll see you next time. Peace.